Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here, and I just did a whole take of this video with my mic muted in OBS. That's fun, I should really stop leaving that muted, so apologies for the air conditioner hum in the background, but it is now hot as balls in here, so I'm leaving it on for this take. So anyway, Year of the Ox Store Challenger Series 2021 promos. What is that? Well, it's actually kind of interesting. And then, as is the norm with Wizards announcements, completely lacking in any kind of details. They're like, hey, here's a thing. Oh, you want to know more about it? Oh, well. So for players across Asia Pacific, the Year of the Ox began with an in-store play and purchase promotion for WPN stores. So play and purchase, I don't know, was this like a box topper or F&M promo or both? Or it was probably just sent to stores and they're like, give it away as a quote play and purchase promotion, so just whoever you want. So you could probably get this actually. Hell, if it's already out, why don't I just check eBay? Oh, yep, existing card, which is about $2 to $3, but that's not the promo. Oh, here we go. You want one from Taiwan? $47, 40 bucks plus $7 international shipping. Damn. One from China, 50 bucks. Comes with the original envelope there. Korea, we've got about $53. So that's about what I was thinking. I mean, this is an extremely limited promo. I mean, you want to talk about rare. Now, rare doesn't always equal money, though. Let me just point that out. And now remember, rare does usually mean value, but not always, and not consistently, and not even over time necessarily. People also have to be aware of it, and there has to be a demand for it. They have to be able to recognize and appreciate the rarity. So I pulled a card a long time ago. I think I even made a video about this where there was the unset, which was not a very heavily printed set, only one wave if I recall. Oh, it was unstable, the third one, I should say. It's not just the unset. But they did the alternate arts, so there was 5 that looked one way but with different text, then 1 that was black and white, and then I pulled a foil of it, and then I think on top of it, it was a mythic rarity. So my estimation said that I think 100 to 400 of them existed in the entire world because I mean, just think about it. 6 times rarer than a foil mythic in a non-standard set. I wouldn't be surprised if 50 of those cards exist. So I did sell one for a pretty penny to a store after I told them, you do realize how ungodly rare this is. And it was a store that likes to, hold on to things for a while. But I just checked. It's been, 2-3 years since the onset? Barely even went up. I think if anything it went down. I think there's actually 1 or 2 for sale on Card Kingdom right now. So yeah, rare doesn't always mean money if the people don't immediately recognize it as, that was from another country. Oh, that was only a limited promotion. Oh, that's a super limited run in one region. Because there have been, I think, Japanese specific alternate art promos a long time ago for F&M. I think somebody showed me sometime, and they were only distributed in Japan, and those things are worth some serious scratch, regardless of what the card is. I mean, at that point, doesn't matter if it's a highly played expensive fetch land or if it's some garbage comment. I mean, it could be a naturalize. It's just, only a couple thousand went out, and most of them are still in the country they came out in. So I mean, there you go. So we're talking big money here, and this time around, yeah, it looks like that's about a $50 card. So that's cool. That's kind of neat. Let me know if you guys got a hold of one. That'd be kind of cool. Then they say we shared additional rewards for in-store play coming in 2021. And that's in this page right here. It's the Welcome to Summer of Legend thing. I kind of skimmed this. It looked like dumb stuff, and I'd never fully covered it. Or it was all stuff we knew before, just like the arena updates where they keep reiterating themselves over and over and over and pretending it's news. I guess they thought people would be more interested weekly. Dude, nobody even plays Arena anymore because you ruined Standard. So I don't think posting about it weekly and giving people the same information and pretending it's new is a good direction. But anyway, different discussion. Somewhere in here they said something about something, I guess. But anyway, they're going to reiterate it below anyway, so why read it? So Asia Pacific leads the way with the Store Challenger Series. Players in the Asia Pacific region can battle in events exclusively at their local WPN stores to earn promotional cards thematic for the Year of the Ox. And I thought, oh wait, we've known about this since the beginning of the year? That doesn't add up. I haven't heard about this. I mean, if I saw those pants, those Mexican looking pants, I would have made a 6-part series making fun of them. It just would have been called Ox Pants, and it's just me laughing for 10 minutes. So since that didn't happen, that means how the hell did I not hear about this when it's already May? Well, they're talking about the Lunar New Year, which just happened. So Yeah. So given the variety of formats and dates reaching all the way through the lunar year, players in Asia Pacific should check their local WPN stores for scheduled dates and times to participate in the Store Challenger Series for these cards. And they're not talking about the ones above, they're talking about the ones below. So basically, like, it's going to be, well, I guess I'll just read this here. At least 4 qualifier events will be held by stores, and it's like separated by months, kind of. For each series, and must be held with a minimum of 8 players participating. Well, good luck with that. You basically killed the game. We'll see. So the top 2 finishers from each qualifier are invited to return for the Store Championship. Neat. And the Store Championship will take place after the final qualifier has been run. So, I mean, that'd be kind of cool. You know, get like a crowd of people around before or after F&M or during it or something and have like, oh, this is the big championship, you know. It'd be like a little mini GP without having to travel. I think whoever, you know, gets there would be feeling like, you know, oh, I got an audience watching me, hey, you know. It's kind of cool. Even, you know, the top 2 at like F&M where somebody's like, oh, I wonder who's going to win, and like 8 people crowd around, like that is kind of cool. I mean, I'm just saying. So promotional cards and event scheduling will be determined by your local game store. So ask how they'll distribute them when you register for your first qualifier. So obviously the winners would get one, but it's like, how many are going out? We're talking 4, we talking 20, we talking 40, we talking 100 participation thing, or I won trophy, or top 8, or what? I mean, it is up to the store. They're leaving it up to the store, but like, I'd really love to know the volumes of these going out. So of course, Zendikar Rising card, Landfall, and I just checked right now, it's $6.50. That's shocking. I thought it was like $1 to $2 pre-release, which it may very well have been. But, okay, yeah, pre-order prices, who knows? I mean, I've seen people play him. I mean, he does grant an extra combat, so I thought, well, 6. Landfall in red, who plays that? But I don't know. It's probably jacked up because of, you know, some other format like Commander or something, who knows? But yeah, I mean, you know, each creature you control gets +1/+0 for each time it attacked this turn, and then Landfall, add another combat phase, so never did like that. Very complicated. It's a little bit weaker than Double Strike if you think about it. It's like 85% the power of Double Strike, because if somebody chump blocks twice, they don't take damage. Oh no, they do take damage twice. Okay, it's just Double Strike with more steps then. Well, without the first strike then. So I'll stick with the original 85%. Like, if you're gonna ram a 3/3 into a 3/3, you're not gonna win with this either time. He's gonna die the first time. So yeah, it's definitely weaker than Double Strike, but like I said, it's just Double Strike with more steps, but a little bit weaker. I like the half measure stuff. I like semi-hexproof, aka Ward. I like semi-trample, aka, I always forget the name of that one. Afflict, I think, is that what it was? But I mean, whatever, you know. I think it's a weak card, but I think this promo, if there's like 2 per store, and it's only in Asian countries, this thing in America would be $100. But then again, it's not that good of a card, not everybody wants it. So people would have to rush out and just be like, I want it because it's hyper rare. This isn't like your artificial, boring, dumb rare like Secret Lairs or From the Vault, or, you know, going way back like the Fire and Ice deck or whatever. Whatever the one that wasn't Graveborn was. You know what? Also Graveborn. Limited deck series, is that what they called it? A premium deck series, that's what it was. Yeah, not many of them floating around, but they're honestly not that expensive even today. So I mean, when Wizards comes out and says, hey guys, this is rare, that almost seems like too easy. Like, hey, hand us over money, we'll give you something rare. Well, wow, that took a lot of effort, but hey, go get one of these in one of these different languages from a different country after somebody won it by coming in first place at a championship and doesn't want to let it go. Now that's collecting. That's like, how the hell did you get this level of collecting, you know? Unless they print a ton and send them out. I mean, who knows? But either way, I mean, this is not worldwide and it's not a full F&M promo, and there are F&M promos worth like 30, 40, 50 bucks. So I mean, this could be a $200 card. Who knows? I have no idea. So, yeah, August 9th through September 5th, it'll be Modern or Standard. Those are the format choices, and they'll just have a little mini tournament, and, you know, however they want to hold it, however they want to give these out. Cool. It's Ox of Agonas, which has Escape, so it's got to be Theros 2. That is astonishingly an $8 card. Wow, once again, I didn't think this was that good. It's a 4/2 for 5, which is garbage. It's in red, which anything that costs above 3 in red is already a little skeptical. But when it enters battlefield, discard your entire hand and draw 3. So, like, that's a very unique, powerful effect. It's like a Wheel of Fortune on steroids, I think, kind of, something like that. And then Escape 2, that's it. I mean, you could maybe even self-mill this and just res it just to get the effect. So Ox of Agonas escapes with a +1/+1 counter on it, so then it comes out as 5 damage for 5, so okay. But I think people just want that effect. So, I don't know. Once again, probably a commander card. I mean, we've got an extended art that's $10 of it. We've got a pre-release date stamped foil that's 14. Promo pack version that's 11. I don't believe in that whole promo pack 50% more crap. I don't know how they're getting away with that. I think it's just, oh, we only have 2, so let's hike up the price. Maybe somebody's that dumb. I mean, that's what it is in my opinion. But by the way, English, which, okay, I mean, really? Where's that going out? And then Japanese and Chinese traditional and Chinese simplified. Why they even bother? I don't know. I don't know that much about the language differences there, to be honest, and like, you know, rural versus cities and regions, and I don't know. I do know that they have 2 languages like that. Actually, I think there's 3, but I don't know. That just seems dumb. Just make it all simplified. Who would care? I don't know. Maybe I'm completely talking to my ass on that one. But the real question is, hey, why not scratch one of these and replace it with Korean? I guess they kind of did answer that, but really at the time they made these, they knew that Korea wouldn't be an option at this point? Really? Or did you print Korean and then you just incinerated them all and put them through the shredder? I mean, let's be honest. So, whatever. But then after that, dude, Angrath, man. It's going to be Angrath the Flame Chained with hopefully him on the art. I don't know. For some reason, they went from showing the cards to here, have a nice poster, and then mouse over the normal one. So, okay. But this is one of my absolute favorite characters. In fact, I would dare say this is my favorite Planeswalker in the lore. Maybe not character in the lore, but definitely Planeswalker. I know Raf Capuchin gives him a run for the money on Comic Relief, but this guy just like kept it mega ultra real. Like, it was like everybody's doing their stupid emotional melodrama crap in the story, you know, getting a little fantasy cliche, and this guy was almost like fourth wall breaking levels of just keeping it real. Like, he was just your average Joe who's just there being like as practical and as like straightforward as you could possibly get, and it was hilarious. I mean, as soon as he was like, oh, we can planeswalk now? Well, bye. Like, he didn't even say goodbye. He was just like, I'm out. And then he even got a happily ever after, which I think they tacked on because he was such a popular character. So I love Angrath. I love him. Absolutely love him. And I'd love to get a hold of this card. Well, I mean, I think I have this card. I probably sold it. I don't know. But I think I kept one of these in my binder because I just love him so much. But also this card's like actually pretty good. So that card I understand is actually pretty expensive. So you get a promo of them. We might be looking at the #1 card right here, and that'll be the October 11th through November 7th standard or limited. Which yeah, you throw limited in, you're gonna get 3 times the participants, at least digital. And then the last period, December 4th through January 16th, standard or limited, we're gonna get Angrath First Mate. So basically, it's a commander card. If an opponent is attacking, whether it's you or someone else, you can lend him to them in the middle of their attack to add on 5 extra damage, basically. So it gives them incentive to attack someone other than you, which is, that's kind of neat. Neat effect, unique. I mean, it's still a green-red Minotaur, so that's kind of weird, but it is warrior, but that's traditionally like more white-red. I don't know. You know what? I am going to look this guy up, actually. Okay, 35 cents. That answers that. I mean, I would have thought some of those ones above were, 25-cent bulk garbage, but this is sincere Commander 2019 garbage right here. But it's an interesting effect. It's just, boy, are these colors and typing off. Holy cow. So you just swap the artwork. We're looking at the lowest one here. I mean, even with the rarity, he is just such a massive nothing burger that nobody wants. I don't know, man. I don't know. So there's like, hey, health and safety, whatever, updates, check your store. Great. So, I mean, if you can get your hands on any of these, if you appreciate and like really, really, really stupidly rare cards, some of them are cheap, some of them are not. I mean, I got an FBB first edition Italian Counterspell, which you want to talk about a famous freaking card. And the thing was worth like $4. I think I ended up putting a throwing knife through it because I was trolling Travis Wu. Let's just cut the crap. That's what I was doing. So I couldn't even sell the thing. I think I got it as part of a bulk lot, or like I found it on eBay as an auction and got it for like nothing. And then I found out that it was still worth nothing. And I'm like, well, let's put a throwing knife through it. So that video is out there somewhere. Oh, also, this hasn't come up like in the last couple of years, but I'm an expert with throwing knives. So maybe I should get back into that on the channel. That's always good fun, right? So the first run of the cards in Italy, I think it was 1994, around the time of Unlimited. It was FBB 4 and black border, first ever release. Like I said, Counterspell, Still not worth anything. And honestly, Contra Magia sounds really cool. So it had a lot going for it, but boy, that just was a $4 card all day. Rare and old and low print run does not automatically mean money. There's more factors to it than that. So just keep that in mind if you're going to invest in these. But right now in the open market, these are $50 because you got to get them from Asia and there's very few listings. So, I mean, you can't just, jump on Card Kingdom or Channel Fireball or whatever and get these. You might be able to get them on TCG Player just due to the sheer number of sellers. But, if you're interested, I'd jump on it quickly. The one thing that I find hilarious, by the way, in all this is it's like the Year of the Ox. And these are all Minotaurs. And there are some fairly famous Oxen cards in the damn set. Oh, actually, that is an Ox. It's literally called Ox of Agonas, whatever the hell. And it is an Ox. Okay, cool. I was thinking of more of like an 06 for 2 or something. I think that exists. But, glorified block cow, as I call them, whatever. Angrath, okay, cool. I'll take a thin excuse to reprint an Angrath. He's awesome. But, most of these are just Minotaurs. Now, calling a Minotaur an Ox kind of seems like... I don't know if I can even say that on YouTube, but you could imagine an equivalent, like a reductive, like, animal comparison for certain groups of people on planet Earth in reality. Oh, God, if Minotaurs were real, we'd have the SJWs jumping up to defend them. We'd have a bunch of angry rich white women with nothing better to do on Twitter bitching about how they're offended on Minotaur's behalfs for calling them oxen. But thank God we don't have that, so I'm going to call them cowheads. But hey, if you want to get a hold of some of these cow-headed bastards, jump on it immediately, because, these ones aren't out yet, but, this for sure, and then, watch out for these, because these might be floating around for a real low price. Who knows? If they can make their way out of their country and into wherever you live, or you do live in one of these countries, snap them up. Or hell, if you live in one of these countries and you can trade your friend for it, and then sell it on an international market for more money, especially years later, there you go. But when these are not exactly fresh in people's minds, you can't always get a high price. Because like I said, there has to be demand. For there to be demand, people have to be aware of the card. And that was the problem with the uncard. It really was. It wasn't on their radar. If you don't know to buy it, that's why the M13 popcorn lands, the popcorn planes, the buttered popcorn planes, me mentioning that in a video just probably quadrupled its price. Every time I mention it, the price skyrockets. People have sent me charts. People have sent me like empty inventory lists saying, oh, thanks. People just bought up every single one I own and I didn't know that they were a thing. Yeah, long time ago, some chick on Twitter painted her fingernails to match them and said, haha, this card looks like buttered popcorn. And then everybody kind of called them that ever since. But other than that, it's like, oh, it's a bulk land. It's just a land from M13. I don't know, sell them for 10, 15 cents. Who gives a crap? But I bet you by tomorrow, anybody watches this video, you go on TCG Player, boom, they're going to be $1 a piece. I should have invested in them, but I don't play that shit. This ain't the Desolator Pump and Dump channel, all right? I don't scam people like that. I do own an enormous amount of them. I should probably disclose that, but they ain't for sale. I just love the look of them, and so do a lot of people, so, I'm holding on to them, but, But see, nobody was aware of them and knew that they were a thing until I mentioned them, so it goes in waves as they get mentioned. Kind of like Dogecoins. But anyway, yeah, that's the Minotaur set. That's my take on it. That's my little bit of MTG finance thrown in too. So if you liked the video, leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time.